I was born in a town called Wunnew, which is a very curiously named place. It's northern Victoria, north of Shepparton. My father was a shearer. I was one of 6 children. I'm the eldest. And I lived a very free, happy, rural childhood. Having said that, though, when I realised I was different, I was quite keen to escape to the city and, go to university and explore what really was a different sexuality.
David was one of the people in the days before HIV. David was in a group called the Gay Teachers and Students Group, and just an incredibly good writer and confident person, and one of those people who others didn't have conflicts with. He was always very quietly spoken, but if we were going to have a march on the streets, David would be there up front as well.
I'd always had a strong desire to be a teacher. I think it was about helping others. It was also about the fact that I knew I could express myself reasonably well, and I thought it was important that I tried to help children in particular express themselves better. I ended up working in an area of the department where I edited children's magazines, and I learnt as a result how to write.
I was a member of the first support group set up for people with HIV, and David Menadue came along to that quite early in the piece. As the years went on, he played a very prominent role in that group as the kind of coordinator cum social secretary.
I discovered I was positive in 1984, so I put a lot of my energies into that, just looking after some of the welfare of people like myself, because in that time we were pretty invisible. People didn't want to come out, they feared being stigmatised, rejected from their families.
We've served on a lot of committees together over that time, which has been quite amazing how he keeps on coming back and fighting back, which is really good.
I don't even think David can remember all of the roles he's taken and the positions he's taken.
I have been involved with the AIDS Council really since its inception, although I really became much more involved in 1988 when I was starting to get sick and felt, I could help some of my fellow positive people a bit more by contributing directly to the governance of the organisation.
David Menadue is another person I admire for his involvement, his willingness to be sort of a spokesperson almost for the VAC in many cases, but his bravery and his commitment has been incredible.
And I guess one of David's most consistent characteristics has been extraordinary commitment. He's been amazingly and consistently, passionately committed to not only the cause of HIV/AIDS and its effects, but also this organisation. And he was instrumental in getting the Positive Living Centre, for instance, happening.
I also did have the capacity to contribute. I knew that, I was a writer and an editor, and if, there were information needs, I could contribute to the magazines, which I did. So it fitted with me to be involved with the AIDS Council because it basically provided an opportunity to meet lots of people in similar situations, many of whom are still a great support to me today. But it also was doing something really important. We were facing a crisis.
David maintained his rage and anger about the virus without alienating or acting out with people.
David was always someone who would work to calm people down, to overcome those conflicts and to say, listen, we've got serious things we need to be doing here. Never ego-driven, never the person who said, I want to be the one on the stage at the meeting. A very quiet person who knew everyone and encouraged everyone.
Well, what I can say about David, he's just terribly gracious. Yes, he's just an amazing, calm, gracious man.
And David built that incredibly important bridge between positive men and negative gay men at the time. David epitomised people living with AIDS.
I actually wouldn't have got through what I got through without the support and love of others. I mean, my family was not judgmental, and I cannot thank them enough, because that happened to so many of my friends. I mean, my family have never taken that view, and I'm just so lucky. It's absolutely crucial to people when they're sick that they experience real, genuine love and support, because that makes them want to live.
David is incredibly energised. I don't believe that HIV is going to kill him. I don't think anything's going to kill him. I think he's just going to keep on going on forever and ever and ever. He's amazing.
You know, he's like the wise old man of the movement and seems to know everybody and everything that's going on.
David is also a testament to human spirit, how he just literally said, I'm not going to die. David is amazing. He's a true hero. He's an absolute survivor, and he's an incredibly lovely man.